Welcome back to the doll world, everyone. So today we are doing an unboxing and it's going to be pretty big. Not the biggest thing I've ever unboxed on the channel or purchased from American Girl, but here it is. But yeah, we are unboxing the community center. Now, this is something I purchased, gosh, at this point a couple months ago because I got it at the end of year sale from American Girl, and I just never got around to opening it. And it's, as you can see, it's a pretty big box, and it's just been sitting. I keep having to like shuffle it around my doll room, so I figured it's time to unbox this thing and get these things put away and set up. But I've had my eye on this for, I mean, how long has it been out now? At least a couple years, you know? By the way, I know this is not new. We have seen this for so long now. But, you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I tend to just unbox on my own time. I'm not the kind of person who's gonna run out to the store and get the newest, the latest and greatest thing to unbox for you guys. There are YouTubers here who do that and they do a fantastic job. I'm leaving that for them. I get what I want when I want it, and I unbox it on the channel at my leisure. But yeah, I have had my eye on this for quite a while. I'm so glad to finally have it in my collection. I'm very eager to unbox it and see what it's all about. So with that, I think let's get going. So how has everyone been? I hope you guys are all doing well and taking care of yourselves and each other. I'm gonna open this up. Okay. You know, this isn't the kind of unboxing, unfortunately, where it's like, you know, very like attractive looking, but this is what it looks like when you first open it. So I'm not going to be able to show too much because first of all, this box is pretty heavy, but we'll unbox, let's see, but we will lift this out. Oh, this is like really wedged in here. I can't get it in there. Oh, there we go. Okay. A pretty light box, but it was really wedged in there. They basically played a game of Tetris to get all this in there. But so it looks like we got a component box. So I'm guessing that's where all of our accessories are gonna be. If you guys could see my setup, you would die, because from what you see, it looks nice. It looks like I have a really nice doll room, and I've got my little, you know, I've got the dollhouse back here, all my little guys and stuff. It actually looks pretty presentable. If you could see what was going on along the sides, it is chaos. It is an absolute, I was gonna say something. It's a mess. I've got a family-friendly channel, so I gotta be careful with what I say. But yeah, I keep saying one day I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys a tour of my doll room, but today is not that day. All right, I have to put this on the ground and lift up because it is very hard to get out. Okay, I got it. That was insane. I had to wind up putting this on the ground and using my feet to hold the box and pull it up. But here it is. As you can see, it is just really packed well in the styrofoam and the plastic wrap. So I appreciate that. I do. When you spend the kind of money that you do for these kind of products, you want them to be taken well care. You want them to be taken care of during shipment. I don't know if you heard that, but I just got a text on my laptop over here, and I usually silence my phone, but today I didn't, and I'm like, who's texting me? It was American Girl. Can you believe it? What are the odds? Alrighty. Okay, I think that's it. I think that was, oh, this is super, super cute. Okay. So here it is. Again, we've all seen this, but I just wanted to show it to you guys. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to attach the little water. There's like a little water dispenser on this side, and it's not there. So that must be in the component box. This is really cute. I'm very excited to use this for like my future movies going forward, some Instagram posts, the little wall of lockers. So it looks like we've got 5 lockers and some cubby holes here. This is so cute. I love it. And it looks like, well, I'm gonna dive into this a little bit later once I set it down on a flat surface. But I really liked the look of this set, not only because I want to use it for like, you know, like a school backdrop for like with these lockers and stuff, but I also thought that this could very easily be used for like a bedroom scene, you know? I think, you know, kids have desks in their bedrooms and stuff like that. That would be really cool. And I like the chalkboard wall. Remember that movie Love, Simon? Didn't he have like a big chalkboard wall like up over his bed or something? So that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, this could definitely, you know, it's a community center, but this could definitely be something that you could use for like the doll's bedroom. If you were wondering, it's not super, super heavy. Once you get it out of the box and all that packaging, it's not too bad. I apologize if I'm a little, I cannot talk today. I apologize if I'm a little off today or if this video has a different feel to it, because I will confess, I am making this video. Just this morning, I dropped the last video you saw, which was me unboxing Samantha. I literally just filmed that yesterday. I dropped the video today, and I'm already in front of the camera again because I'm going on vacation this weekend. I'm going with my family to Disney World, and I wanted to make sure, and we're going to be there for a while because it's our spring break vacation. So I wanted to make sure I had a video in the can to drop for next week. So I'm a little like kind of frantic right now because I've got like a million things going on. But like I said, I wanted to unbox this and I wanted to make sure I had a video for you guys. Wow, we got a very, very large sheet of stickers. So that is very cool. Looks like we've got a lot of posters, a lot of signage that we can use. I've mentioned this before. I never use the well, for the most part, I guess never say never, but I almost never use the stickers that American Girl gives me on the play sets. I know Mary Ellen's Seaside Diner was one that came with stickers, and the idea was you were supposed to dress it up however you want. What I like to do is I take this and I scan it. I like put it at like my scanner's like highest resolution with all the like the most vibrant color, and I actually create a scan on this on my computer, and then I just print them out on cardstock, and then I can use like poster putty or something like that to affix these. So not only do I have like basically an endless supply of the stickers at my fingertips, but then I don't have to worry about, you know, putting a sticker on the playset and then not being able to remove it. Here we have the water station. Oh, okay. It's very, like, I hate to say flimsy, but it feels kind of like a flimsy piece of plastic. That's interesting. I bet once we actually like affix it to the wall, it'll probably feel a little bit more sturdy. But yeah, I'm surprised at how thin this feels. But it's super cute. I figure what I'll do is I'm just gonna show you guys the pieces like really quick right here, and then we'll flip the camera around once I get this all set up and dressed, and then we can really take a look at it. By the way, if you're curious, I have got my Barbie behind me, and I keep seeing her in my monitor. I think it's just, I was trying to do like a Barbie Ken setup. This is my Zach doll. He is, I think, Truly Me 104. And yeah, so I have him dressed up as Ken, and I put Barbie back in her. She was over here in the last video with her day to night fashion. I put her back in her swimsuit because this is just such a glamorous, like, I know glamorous is a weird word to say, she's in a bathing suit, but it's just so iconic. And I was like, oh, I'll put her in the pool, because I feel like the pool never gets used very much as a backdrop in my videos. I am moving the community center back there because I had it on the floor here and I keep needing to come by here, and it's chaos in here. It's chaos, you guys. Now, also, I have to admit, okay, so here we've got the big bag of plastic accessories. I'm gonna open this while I talk to you guys, and then again, I'll flip it around and we'll take a deep dive into this later. But I have to admit, you guys, I apologize because I don't have a talk track for you. Usually, like over the course of the week, over the course of the few days since the previous video, I will kind of think about like, okay, what's a story I could tell, or what do I want to talk about today in the doll world? And because I'm filming these videos back to back, I kind of like exhausted my thought track yesterday. So I don't really have like a great topic to share with you guys or to discuss with you guys. So I apologize. This is, you know what? This is when I guess I should do like a live or something, because then I could have your comments and you guys could ask me questions or something. Like if you have questions, like I obviously, apparently I have a big ego and I just assume you guys have all these questions for me. But that could be fun. Maybe next time do a live unboxing, and then, you know, we can like hang out together and then I can hear what you guys have to say. By the way, I'm sorry I don't get to all the comments. I do, not that I get a ton of them, but I do have other things I have to be doing too. But I do try to read all your comments and respond when I can. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna save this for later. I'm just unboxing right now. Okay, I think that's it for, this is the last little piece. Oh, this is one that I was really looking forward to. This is the little terrarium. Terrarium, is that what you call it? It's like the little plant. Oh yeah, it does have an opening. Okay, that's super cute. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of refamiliarizing myself with this set on the American Girl website. One of the things I like to do before I shoot this video, so that I sound smarter than I actually am, is I will just kind of refamiliarize myself with like, okay, what is this outfit made of? What's the fabric? What are all the accessories that should be included, so I know how to so I know how to present them to you guys. Wow, we got a lot of like little paper products and stuff in here, like lots of books and notebooks and stuff. That's cute. I like that. All right, so I think that's everything. Okay, I got the structure open and all the accessories, so let's take a look. Of course, it never fails. As soon as I just finished opening up all the last of those little accessories, I just thought of something that I could have talked to you guys about as it relates to accessories, and that is this. And I don't know, so forget if you find this dull, I'm sorry, but this is what I want to talk about now. But for the longest time, for years and years, I was always the kind of person who had to keep all the accessories that went with a playset together. They could not be separated. Everything had to be packed away just so. So like, for example, you know how like Joss's bus comes with like an insane amount of accessories? At one time, I would have had to have taken all those accessories and only stored them with the bus, and same with the airlines and the Grand Hotel. But when I started making my little movies, I realized how much I would get tripped up because of that. I would be like setting a stage set, you know, I'd be setting up the scene or something, maybe like a dining scene or something. And I would be like, oh, where is the hamburger? I know it came with, I know I have a hamburger, or something like really specific. Like I need a burrito. I know I have a burrito. What set came with the burrito? And I realized how frustrated I would get and how much time would be lost just looking for this silly burrito. And that's when I was like, you know what I need to be doing? Because I'm essentially making little movies. I gotta put these down because I'm gonna drop these. But I decided, I was like, I'm gonna have to like do something different. This setup is not working. And that's when I was like, I'm gonna treat my little doll room as like a little movie studio, because that's what I'm doing, right? I'm making little movies, I'm making videos. And so what I have, and again, one day I will show you everything, but behind you is my closet full of clothes. So that is like the costume department, right? And then over here, I've got all of my accessories, and I have everything like labeled and everything is separated. I've got like food in one area, I've got kitchen equipment in another, and so forth, right? And so now when I make a movie, I can literally just like open one of my drawers. Like I have a drawer that's labeled bakery. I can just open that up and I have right there at my fingertips within view, I can see every little item I have, whether it's pretzels from Angela's Bakery or croissants from Marie Grace's collections and stuff like that. Just like it works so well. And it's so funny. I just never thought I would have been the kind of person to do that, because I just always have had like this kind of like, you know, OCD or adult ADHD, and like everything had to stay together. And now it is totally not the case. And this system for me just works so much better. And so yeah, one of the things I'm also looking forward to when I'm going through my collection of everything that needs to be unboxed is it's nice to finally get to have all these new little pieces that can go where they need to go, and I can use them for other things. That was like a really long tangent. I'm sorry if I've lost most of you. Let's look at our community center. Okay, so I've moved you guys around so you can see this a little bit better, but as you can see, here is the side of the little playset. And so obviously we're meant to install the little water container right here. By the way, I also noticed I didn't get like a little pamphlet that gives directions for anything. I guess because all you really have to do is just like take these little pieces in, or take these little pieces right here and just like pop them in. So let's just do that. This one's pretty self-explanatory. All right, there's that. Yep, once it's on there, it definitely feels a bit more like solid, more sturdy. That's super cute. I love this. I used to work in an office building that had one of these. These things are great, by the way. So now the dolls have a place to fill up their water bottle, and with this set, we do get a water bottle. Here it is. It's a little black water bottle, and it says love in cursive right there. And then I would think that this top part comes off. Maybe it doesn't. Does it not? Okay, that is strange. It appears that this top part does not come off, like the lid, but okay, well, it still fits in the slot where you would fill up the water bottle, so that's good. But you would think with a set like this where you're actually meant to refill your water bottle, they would make it so that the top comes off. But I don't know, if you have this set and you're like, oh no, the top totally comes off, you're doing it wrong. I don't know, I'm twisting it, I'm kind of pulling it, and nothing's happening. So I don't want to break it, but interesting. But like I said, at least it still fits in its rightful place with the cap on. Taking a look at some of the accessories, one of the other things I noticed is that there really isn't anything that is included accessories-wise with this set that would really go with this locker area. Like, well, never mind, there's books. I totally forgot about that. Hello. We got the books. Okay, this is my cue to open this. You guys, this is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm like so scatterbrained today. We've got this, looks like, oh, you know what this is gonna be? This is probably for the little computer. That's probably a screen insert for the computer. So we'll put that off to the side. And here we've got, actually, you know what? Let's use the little cubby while it's there. Okay, so first up we have this little notebook that is very, very cute. This belongs to, and there's a little line there so you can add your doll's name. And this is adorable. So all the pages are like blank, right? But as you can see, they have like border around all of the pages. So it's definitely meant to be some kind of like composition journal. That's very, very cute. So we'll go ahead and tuck that into this locker here. Here we've got, I'm guessing this is probably another notebook. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be like your college lined ruled, is that what they say? College lined ruled notebook where you would, write stuff down. That is very, very cute. We'll put that in there. Here is something that looked really cool. So we've got the Smart Girl's Guide from American Girl, Making a Difference, using your talents and passions to change the world. So as most of you probably are aware, this is an actual real book that American Girl offers at their store and on their website. So that's really cool that we get this little miniature version for our dolls. I love books for the dolls. I just wish American Girl would make more bookcases. I know we've had some in the past, but that was like long past, if I remember correctly. I feel like we haven't had a proper bookshelf recently, and I would love to have one. Looks like these are little signs, like little posters they can decorate their lockers with, the desk, the entire community center, really. And so this one says, "Together we are unstoppable. All are welcome. Aim higher." When I first saw this, I thought it said ATM higher. I'm like, what? It says aim higher. Change is equal part smarts and heart. And they are just single-sided. Let love win. And yeah, that's what we've got. So that is very cute. I love how like our dolls can be little activists now at their community center. That's cute. And then last up, we have this set of puffy stickers. As you can see, we've got some butterfly designs. They are black with a pink trim. But yeah, that's kind of nice because they're really shiny and they're puffy. So you can decorate all the lockers or, you know, the whole set really. And don't forget, we also were given this large sheet of stickers that we can also use to decorate the set with. Before we move on, I should let you know that these lockers, now they don't actually have any like locking mechanism to them, but they do just kind of like snap shut. But this little guy here, the little dial, it does turn. Sorry, my hands are so big that I can't you can't see it, but all of them work exactly the same. Yeah, they don't lock, but they do snap shut. And the little combination, I guess, is what this should be. It does rotate. So that's a nice little touch, a little added detail for you. But here is the side that really sold me on this set, and that is the desk. And so as you can see, we've got this like faux wood plank here. We've got the legs here that I'm guessing, they're made of plastic, but I'm guessing this is supposed to look like a wooden desk up against a chalkboard wall. So, and the chalkboard is fake. This is just like printed wood, or a printing on wood rather. But that's what the stickers are for. You can put the stickers on there and decorate it however you want. And then we've got two drawers which do actually work, and they actually are pretty deep for what this is, you know, so you could put a good amount of storage in these. Oh, I do like that they have stoppers so you don't have to worry about them falling or flopping out. Now they can come out, but they do have a little stop in the back. So that's a nice little touch as well. So with that, let's start looking at our accessories. First up, we have what the website tells us is a little tablet with a keyboard. And what's cute is that it's got this little retractable cord here, and that's supposed to be like your USB cord. That's super, super cute. Another added detail that I love when American Girl includes this kind of stuff. But if we open this up, we can see it is indeed two separate pieces. So we've got the tablet here. Let's go ahead and add our little screen insert. For the insert, we're given this little card here, and it is double-sided. So you can choose between either the community calendar or information about a shoe swap. Let's do the shoe swap since it's right there, and we can just slide this in. And so there we've got our little tablet with the screen on the shoe swap page. Check it out. And then we've got like faux little buttons. These are just like pieces of the plastic. It's a piece of molded plastic, and then the buttons are just painted. But we can now take our keyboard. Again, this is also just a molded piece of plastic, and you know, these buttons don't depress or anything like that. But we can take our screen. I think we're supposed to be able to just like put this on like this. Or does it go the other way? No, it's definitely supposed to be like this. Oh my. Okay, I got it. Okay, so you have to really pop this in there. It actually kind of snaps in. I thought it was just something that you just kind of like rested it in. And no, you have to like really, you have to really push. But yeah, so here it is. And even while it is attached, you can still pull the little cable out. That is super, super cute. So a tablet computer all in one. How adorable is this? Yeah, but just be aware, you have to really push that in to get it to snap and hold its place. It was just flopping all over for me. So let's add that to our desk. Next, we have the lamp, and I was really looking forward to this. As you can see, it's like a little desk lamp, and then right here, the website tells us it's supposed to function as a pencil holder as well. Now this neck piece doesn't move at all, but here on the lamp part, it does have a little bit of a swivel to it, if you can see that. That's super cute. We just have a faux button here. It doesn't actually illuminate, but this is very, very cute. I like that a lot. I'm gonna be using this a lot for my sets. This is a fun piece here. This is as you can see, they're given the peace sign, and it doesn't illuminate. It looks like it should, but it doesn't illuminate. But this is actually, it holds pictures. If you can't see, there's little slits here at the tips of the fingers, and you can just pop little pictures in there. Let's pop aim higher in there, as you can see how that works. That's cute. And lastly, we have this little plant. As you can see, it's got this little enclosure, so it's like a terrarium. This is super cute. I feel like I see these kind of things at Target all the time. But as you can see, it doesn't actually move. It doesn't come out. It's just all one fixed piece of plastic. But I do like all the little detail we get with all this little, you know, it's supposed to be like faux glass. We've got the soil and then the green plant, and then it's all encased in this geometric, you know, terrarium. It's just super, super cute. Very versatile. You could use this with a lot of different pieces and play sets. We'll add that there. And there it is. So what'd you think? I think it's adorable. I think it's very, very cute. I'm very excited to have it as part of my collection. Now, I don't remember if I included this in a previous video because I've actually filmed a couple videos before, and I didn't wind up releasing them just because I didn't like the way they turned out. But I also have the community center table and chairs set. So yeah, I don't remember if I showed you guys this or not. And here's the table for it. It's super cute. I actually bought this because I thought it would look really great with the American Girl coffee shop. For the longest time, I was using the bistro tables and chairs, which works just fine, but I thought this would look better with it. You know how like the espresso machine is yellow, so I was kind of thinking of this yellow chair, and then, I don't know, I just thought it would look really cute, especially with this kind of like, this faux, like, you know, they're obviously trying to go for like a reclaimed wood look, you know, that kind of effect for this table. So I just thought that would look really great. So I've got this to go with it. And then I'm hoping soon, relatively soon, I want to get, I think it's called the Community Center Accessories, and that's basically that reversible sofa, and it's got the little floor lamp. I thought that looked really cute too, and that's something I kind of want to add to my dollhouse. So keep your eyes peeled. I may be getting that relatively soon. Sorry I didn't get around to actually decorating the community center with the posters and stuff. Like I said, I have to go take that sticker sheet and scan it just right, and blah, blah, blah. And I actually have to start getting ready to go for our vacation. I'm guessing the next time you see it, whether it's like on one of my little mini movies that I'm going to be making soon or an Instagram post, I'll finally have it decked out and you'll get to see how I decorate it. But real quick, before I end this, I do want to ask all of you a question because I've been thinking about something. This channel originally started to have like mini movies, right? That's what I thought I was going to do. And then I actually made one and I realized just how difficult it is and how time intensive it is. And I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to make a mini movie once every week. That is just not sustainable, at least for me. And that's why I decided to kind of restructure this format where, oh, this channel does unboxings. And from time to time, I do an American Girl movie. Now, I do have some ideas. I would like to do a Halloween special this year, which, believe it or not, means I literally need to start working on it now. So that's how long it takes. It takes me a while to, iron out the story and all the details. And then I actually do sit down and write a script. I have like a screenwriting program on my computer and it's amazing. And I will literally write out a script. Next step is I actually do all the voice work. All the voice work is done at the very, very beginning. I kind of use the model of like how real Hollywood makes an animated film in the fact that I lay all the voice work down first and I edit just with that. So at some point when the voice work is completely done and it's all edited, I essentially have the movie, but just no image. It's like an old time radio show or something. But when I do that, it makes it a snap to film because then I only need to film what needs to be there, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I forgot where I was going with this. Okay, anyways, I wanted to ask you guys, would you be interested in watching that creation process? I was kind of thinking of maybe making some videos of where I show how I make my sets and how I put things together. In the past, I would put that kind of content on my Instagram, but I always did it in as a story. So it only existed for like 24 hours on my page, but I always got such a big response from that kind of stuff. And I was like, I wonder if I should just make that a video and then you guys can, maybe get some ideas as to, how you can make sets and backdrops and stuff. Even if you don't make movies, it's good for like still photos for Instagram and stuff too. But I was kind of thinking, I'm like, that would be fun because it would also like kind of generate some excitement for the upcoming movie, like I would still be doing my unboxings and this kind of stuff, but maybe every once in a while I would do a video where I showed you how I made a set, or maybe I'll show you some behind the scenes footage of me actually doing the voice work for these videos. I don't know. I just thought that would be fun. And maybe, like I said, it would really get you guys excited to really watch, this, Halloween special that I'm talking about right now that, may or may not happen. But I don't know. I thought that would be fun and something different, something interesting for the channel. But let me know, of course, because if some of you are like, no, Mike, please don't do that. Just stick to the unboxings. Just let me know. I want to put that little feeler out there and get your thoughts. Well, with that, I am going to wrap up today. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a good time. If you don't mind, because it really helps my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified every time I upload. And while you're at it, give this video a thumbs up. You guys are the best. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next time in the doll world. Bye.